Okay students, so next experiment we'll be seeing is realization of half and full adder and also half and full subtractor using logic gates. So in this experiment you will make use of 7486 XOR IC, 7408 and 7400 NAND, 7432 OR gate and 7404 inverter. So first we'll see at the block diagram of a half adder. So in a half adder circuit, in the logic diagram you can see A and B are the inputs which are producing sum and carry. So this circuit half adder is going to add up the two binary inputs and you are going to produce the sum and carry. So why we are calling it as half adder? So basically this circuit is not going to take into account the carry that is being generated. So carry is discarded. That is why we are referring it as half adder. Okay, so if you write the truth table for these AB inputs, and you can see the binary output sum and carry are given like this. So we know how to add the numbers in binary. So for both the inputs are 1, you are getting a carry 1 here. Okay, so in the other three cases, sum is 1 if at any of the input is 1, correct? So the for final output you are getting 0 and 1, the carry is being generated. So the expression for finding the sum and carry can be got by putting in K-map and obtaining at the value of sum equal to, so wherever you have high outputs for the sum and carry, if you just put it at K-map for two variable K-map and you are able to get the expression for sum is equal to A XOR and B and carry equal to AB. So carry can be implemented by using one AND gate and sum can be implemented by an XOR gate. So this is the diagram of a half adder circuit. So you can see we have implemented it using one XOR and an AND gate. Okay. So now the same can be also implemented using universal NAND gates. Okay. So we need totally 5 NAND gates to implement the half adder using NAND gates. Okay, so if we evaluate all the outputs at each of these NAND gates and solve it using De Morgan's laws, you will be able to arrive at the expression of sum and carry. So the last fifth NAND gate you can see here, both the inputs are shorted, so that is nothing but NAND acting as an inverter. Okay, so this is about the first one, half adder. So full adder circuit. In a full adder, the carry is taken into account. So along with the two inputs A and B, you also have a carry input C in. So A, B, C are the three inputs for the full adder. Sum and carry are the outputs. So in addition to A and B inputs, you need to have one more signal C in for accounting the carry generated. So totally 3 inputs you have, students. So 2 raised to 3 equal to 8 possible input combinations. So for all these 3 values of A, B and C, you are going to write the truth table for the sum and carry. So wherever you are having the high value outputs for the sum and carry, we are going to use a K-map and we are going to arrive at the expressions for sum and carry. So draw a K-map for the same and you can see wherever you are getting high values, you can solve the equations using distributive laws and De Morgan laws. You are able to arrive at the expression for sum equal to ABC in and you are going to get the carry is equal to AB plus C in into AB. So we can now realize the same using your gates as we have done for half adder. So full adder can be implemented using two half adders and an OR gate. So you can see this is the block diagram showing how the outputs of the half adders are given to an OR gate in order to generate the C out for the full adder. Okay. So the sum output of the half adder is directly input to the first input of your half adder to generate a sum. So this is the same circuit. First circuit we already seen for half adder. So we'll have two half adders here and then at the output side while generating a carry, you are going to have a OR gate. So similar fashion, we have seen how we are using 5 NAND gates in order to implement half adder using only NAND gates. Similar fashion, we are having 4 of these NAND gates in the first half adder, 4 of these NAND gates in the second half adder, and together we are going to give the outputs to this NAND gate in order to generate the carry out for full adder. So similar fashion, we are also having the implementation for half subtractor and full subtractor. So here we are calling them as output signals, we are calling them as difference and borrow, okay, as compared to carry and sum. So similarly, how we have seen the working of half adder, half subtractor is going to take two inputs A and B, and it is going to compute the difference and borrow. Half subtractor is not going to take into account the borrow, whereas full subtractor is going to take account the borrow. So you are going to have three inputs for a full subtractor as well. So looking at the logic diagram of the half subtractor using basic gates, you can see you have just one additional inverter here at the input of this NAND gate. Other circuitry remains same. So now coming to half subtractor using logic gates, if you see the truth table, you will be able to just see the difference where you are giving the inverted input. So this is the realization of half subtractor using NAND gates, same way how we have done for half adder. So coming to the block diagram of a full subtractor, you can see for these inputs, where B in is the borrow, D and B out is the difference and borrow. So you'll be getting the expression for the difference as AB into B in, where B in is the borrow input, and output, that is the borrow, is B naught, that is B plus B naught. So by solving De Morgan's laws and K-max, anyway you can arrive at these two expressions. So again, full subtractor also can be implemented using two half subtractors and an OR gate in order to generate the difference and borrow. Okay, so this is the logic diagram showing the same. So finally you can see how it is different from half full adder. Just you have an inverter at the input terminal of this AND gate for both the half subtractors. Okay, so you can go through the truth table, and now we are going to watch the video of working for all these four circuits. Thank you, students. Okay, students, so today we will be seeing an experiment for realization of half adder and full adder using the 7486 and 7408 IC pins. Now let us see the circuit connection. So first we have IC 7486 connected in the first set here. IC 7486 connected here. This is an XOR, and we have IC 7408 AND gate. So let us now start the first half adder circuit. So in this we are going to we know that when you add the two numbers, you are going to get the output, that is A XOR B and A plus B. So similarly we have the two ICs shown here. Let us now connect pin number 1 and pin number 2 of this IC 7486. So before that, I want to tell you one more thing is, you have this 16 pins here in this first block. So out of these 16 pins, we are now connecting this 14 pin IC 7486. So pin number 1 to 7 and pin number 8 to 14. So these two pins are going to be unused here. So let us now first connect the pin number 16 to plus 5 VCC, and I will be connecting pin number 7 to ground. So let me do this VCC and ground connection for both the ICs. So you can see now I have connected pin number 16 to plus 5, and you can see I have connected pin number 7 to ground for both the 7486 and 7408 ICs. Now let us start connecting the two inputs. So now first we are going to implement the truth table, where we are having two inputs. So 2 raised to n, that is 2 raised to 2, 4 combinations will be there. So pin number 1 is my input. So you can see pin number 1 here. This is my inputs. All these are inputs, and you know these are my outputs. So let me connect here first input. So next pin number 2, I will be connecting to second input B. Let me consider this is my A and this is my B of the truth table. Okay. Now the output of the XOR gate is nothing but my sum. So sum is of two numbers A and B is the XOR value. So pin 3 is my output, so that I will be connecting to my first output here. So this is my output which will be giving you the sum, that is A XOR of B. Next, for the carry, we have to give the inputs A and B to the AND gate now. So the carry of those two is got by ANDing operation of both A and B inputs. So let me now give two inputs to this AND gate. So you can see pin number 1, I am giving the same input A here. Similar fashion, for the pin number 2 input of the AND gate, I am connecting my B input. So I hope till here it's clear. So now the output, that is pin number 3 of your AND gate, which is nothing but my carry, is going to be connected to the second output. So with this, now the circuit is ready. So right now all the inputs are in reset condition. So you can see everything is in 0. Before switching on, I will make sure that everything is in reset condition. Okay. Let me now switch on the gate. So now you can see for the input 0, 0. Let us now see the truth table here. So for both the two inputs 0, 0, I am getting sum 0 and carry 0. When one of the inputs is high, sum is 1, carry is 0. Okay. So for truth table value, second and third value, sum will be 1. So when both the inputs are high, I am going to get 1 carry. So accordingly, we will give the inputs and let us check the output now. So first, both the inputs are 0. So you can observe the output here. So outputs both, the first output is the XOR. So XOR is nothing but your sum output is 0 and the second output is carry. Both are 0. Now let me give the input as 0 and 1. So A is 0, B is 1. So let me make B as 1 now. So can you see, when I have made B is equal to 1, I have got the output of the XOR. So what is the output? 1 and 0 according to the truth table. Similarly, now I will make A equal to 0, B equal to 1. So you can see again the value, sum is 1, carry is 0. Okay. So lastly what I will do, I will give both the high inputs. A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. So for both the high conditions, now the carry should be set to 1. So you can see it has changed. Carry is now set to 1 and now sum has become 0. Okay. So this is your realization of half adder circuit using your IC 7486 and 7408. So in the next we will take up your full adder circuit. Thank you. Okay students, so now we have seen first half of this experiment. So we have seen this is our half adder circuit we have implemented, and also we have verified the truth table. Now we will continue this circuit and we will try to rig up a circuit for full adder using two half adders and an OR gate. Okay. So in the 7486 IC, so you can see the circuit here. You are going to have two gates, that is the two half adders and an OR gate. So additional now we need to connect one more 7432 IC for performing the OR operation. So you can see these are the two sum and carry expressions. So sum is going to be the XOR of all the three inputs whatever you are given, and carry expression is here. So where you need to have one AND gate and you are going to have one XOR gate. So both the results has to be again ANDed, correct? So now we are going to see the first part of this connection. So already we have done this circuit. So let us keep the same circuit and continue to rig up this one more half adder and an OR gate. Okay. So now whatever are the two inputs you already generated, that is the pin number 3 output and pin number 3 output of this XOR gate and AND gate respectively. Okay. So this pin number 3 output of the XOR gate, now I have to give input to the second XOR gate. So in the same IC itself, we are going to have next 3 pins you are going to use, where 4 and 5 pins are your inputs to the XOR gate and 6 is going to be the output. So now I am going to make this connection, that is pin number 3 of my XOR I am going to connect to pin number 4 of the XOR. Look at here now. So this pin number 3 you had connected to the output here previously, half adder. I am going to remove this, okay, and now I am going to connect it to pin number 4 of the XOR. Same set here, 7486 IC you connected, 1, 2 is input, 3 is output, 4, 5 is input, 6 is output, correct? So now I have connected my pin number 3 to pin number 4. One connection is over. Now look back here again. So the what is the second input to this XOR? Second input, that is coming from your new fresh input C. Okay. So you are going to connect one more input here. So A, B are already here. You are going to connect one more. This is C. So where this C has to be connected? This has to be connected to your pin number 5 of the XOR. Correct? So I am going to connect the second input, that is at pin number 5. So 2 inputs are ready to the XOR gate. So the pin number 6 is what now? The output of the XOR, where my sum is going to be generated. So what is the sum expression here at this point? It is going to be XOR of all these 3 inputs A, B and C. So now what I will do? I will take an output from this pin number 6 and I will just connect it to output 1. So you see your circuit here. In this circuit, this sum is going to be your output from the pin number 6. So let me now connect at pin number 6 here. Can you see this one? So I have connected at pin number 6. So this one is my first output that is going to generate my sum of your full adder. So you can see I have connected to the output pin number 1. Students, now what all we have done? First half adder is done and we have generated the sum expression and we have connected the output. Okay. Now what I have to do? I have to generate the carry expression. Okay. So you can see for the carry expression, you have one AND gate and you have one OR gate. Okay. Let us now rig up this circuit. Already we have AND gate, correct? Here you can see, students, 740 at IC is connected. So already pin number 1 and 2 we have made use of, and pin number 3 was the output, correct? So now you can see the manual here. In the from the pin number 3, the whatever output I have generated, I have to connect to input of my OR gate. So let me do this connection now. Okay. So this you have connected to the output. I will remove this. So whatever output is being you got from this pin number 3 of the AND, now I should connect to input of the OR gate. So here we have connected 7432 IC. This is my OR gate. So I will connect this to pin number 2. So one input to the OR is ready. Okay. So you can see here, what is the second input to the OR gate? Second input to the OR gate is pin number 6 of the AND gate. Correct? So pin number 6. This is my second, 2 inputs 4 and 5. I will give the inputs here. Just let us finish the below part of the circuit. So pin number 6 is my second input. I will just give to pin number 1 of my OR circuit. Okay. So now here you can see the 2 inputs to the AND gate. Correct. So the 2 inputs to the AND gate are, one is coming from directly from the output of XOR gate. That is pin number 3 to 4 I have to connect now. Okay. So the pin number 3 of my first XOR, I need to connect to pin number 4 of my AND. First input is ready. Okay. So see in the circuit, what is the second input? Second input is whatever the C input you have given, students, you can directly take from C input. Okay. So second input is pin number 5. So directly I am taking from C input what you have given here. So all my connections are now ready. Sum expression is ready. So now I have to give the output. I need to connect here. That is pin number 3 of your OR gate. That is my output. So you can see the output of the OR gate is connected to your second output. So I have to connect now the VCC and ground for your OR gate. So already told, you are going to connect 16 pin to +5 and you are going to connect 7 to ground. Correct? So all the connections are now ready. So what is your first output? This is sum and your carry is being generated. So you know how is the truth table for a full adder looking like, correct? See here. So this is my truth table of a full adder now. So for all the 3 different binary values of A, B and C, for the different, so we have 3 inputs. So how many outputs will be there? 2 raised to 3, 8 possible combinations you will get. So for all these 8 possible combinations, you will be seeing what is the output expression for sum and carry. Okay, by solving this, wherever you have binary high values for all these 3 inputs, by solving them using your De Morgan's laws, we have generated the expressions for sum and carry. Okay. Now we will just try to give all these three inputs and let us check how is the output generated. See here students, initially all the inputs are in reset condition, everything is 0. So you can see both the sum and carry outputs here, they are 0. Okay. So this green light currently reset position, it's a 0 condition. So whenever you are going to see a LED in red, that is going to be your value 1. Correct. So now let me show you first second combination where in the truth table 0 0 1. So C bit I am going to change to 1. So you can see when I change the C bit to 1, automatically the value of sum has changed to 1. Carry is 0. Okay. Next combination I will show you 0 1 0. Okay. So for the 0 1 0 condition, again you can see the sum is equal to 1. So similar fashion you can try it out all other values, wherein I will show you one last condition where for all the three values A, B, C equal to binary value 1, you have to get sum equal to 1 and carry equal to 1. So when I am going to give all the three high values, you are able to see that you are going to get sum and carry both are equal to 1. Okay. So this was the experiment for implementing full adder using half adder and OR gate. So similar fashion you people have to practice how to implement the same using AND gates. Okay. So that we will continue in the next video. So in this experiment totally you are studying 4 circuits: half adder, full adder, half subtractor and full subtractor. So similar fashion we are going to rig up half subtractor and full subtractor in the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay students, now we are going to see the next circuit for realization of half subtractor using basic gates. Okay. So now we have seen half adder and full adder. So now we are going to see half subtractor. So with 2 inputs. So you can see A, B are the 2 inputs here. So we are going to implement half subtractor. So we are going to calculate what is the difference in the borrow. Okay. So now you can see when both A is less here, A is 0, B is 1. So the difference is 1, borrow is 1. Okay. In the next example, A equal to 1, B equal to 0. So the difference is 1, borrow is 0. Since we are doing 1 minus 0 here. And here we are doing 0 minus 1. So borrow will be set. So for both equal conditions, both the difference and borrow will be equal to 0. So wherever you have in the truth table, the output value is 1. If you are implementing them using your basic gates, you are getting the expression for the difference and for the borrow as shown. Okay. Now, can you see here the circuit diagram? So this is the circuit diagram for your half subtractor. So you can see the difference is nothing but the XOR of A and B. So that is what we have shown here, and the borrow is given by A bar B. So that A bar B is nothing but one inverter and B value, both are being passed as input to the AND gates. So we are now going to make use of 7486 XOR IC and 7408 AND gate. Now let us see how to do this circuit connections. So students, first look into the kit here now. First for both the 7486 XOR IC and for this AND gate, let me give the power supply connections of VCC and ground. So pin number 16 I have connected to 5 volts as usual, and pin number 7 I am connecting to ground. Okay, so this is my 7486 and this is my 7408. Okay, so now into the circuit diagram, pin number 1 and 2 are the inputs A and B that I will be giving now to the XOR gate. So you can see A and B, pin number 1 and pin number 2 to the XOR. So similarly see in the kit here, I am connecting this input to the first pin number 1, second input B, I am connecting to pin number 2 of the 7486 IC. So now pin number 3 is my output. So pin number 3 is the value that you are going to get difference between A and B. That is my first output that I will be connecting to the first output pin in this trainer kit. Okay. So now I got the difference here, expression A XOR B. So whatever input values you are giving, XOR value is the difference value that will be obtaining at this point. That is the output pin number 1. Now the borrow expression, what we are going to do for the borrow expression, first we need to, okay students, now you can see in the circuit diagram here, students, the first above part we have rigged up now, this part we have rigged up. So now what I am going to do, I am implementing the below part. So you have an inverter here, okay. So I have to first invert the A, whatever A signal you are given, I have to invert it and then input to be given to the AND gate, and the B signal is going to come as it is because my borrow expression is A bar and B, correct. So now what I will do, I will look into the kit here. I am going to connect a pin number, the input A signal that I am going to give to my NOT gate. So this is my NOT gate. So pin number 1 is the input, pin number 2 is the NOT output. Okay, so first I am giving input, whatever the A input is there, I have given to the input to the NOT gate. So now what I have to do, I have to take output from the NOT gates here. So this output will be now fed to what? Your AND gate input. So first input to the AND gate is the output from the NOT gate. Now, what is the second input to the AND gate, students? You can see in the circuit diagram, second input is your signal B. So, signal B I have to give now. So, let me connect, see in the kit here. Now, I am connecting one more wire to the signal B. So, this is now going to be given as second input to the AND gate. So, two inputs are there now. First value is what? This is A bar and this is B. So, the A bar B AND output is available at pin number 3. So, that is my answer, that is borrow. So, let me connect this here and I will be connecting to my output pin number 2. So, you can see difference is generated, that is A XOR B, borrow is generated, that is A bar B. So, before switching on the power supply, you check all the VCC and ground connections. So, for these 7486 and 7408, VCC and ground is there. Let me just connect this pin number 16 of the NOT gate to this plus 5 volts. Check the ground connection. Connect your pin number 7 to, since it's a 7 pin, it's a 14 pin IC. You can see these two are not used here, correct? So, pin number 8 and 9 are not used. So, 1 to 7 we are using, and this 10 to 16 are acting as pin number 8 to 14 now. Okay. So, all the setup is ready now. So, now we will switch on the circuit. So, currently it is in reset position. I will just reset everything now. Fine. So, you can now see, we will be seeing the truth table here for the half subtractor. So, in the truth table you can see AB values. I will just show you second value now. Okay. A equal to 0, B equal to 1. Okay. So, now this is my condition, A equal to 0, B equal to 1. So, look at what has happened here. You can see for the condition A equal to 0, B equal to 1, we are getting both the difference and borrow equal to 1. Why? Because A value is 0, correct? B value is 1. So, you are subtracting a bigger number from a lower binary value. So, the borrow is set to 1. So, logically also it is correct, and expression wise also if you evaluate it is correct. So, last value I will show you, students, for both the conditions, that is 1 and 1. So, you can see I have kept both as high here, A is high and B is high. So, I have to now get difference and borrow both are 0. So, the green LED is going to indicate both the values are 0. So, this is all about half subtractor using basic gates XOR and AND. So, next video we will see what is the working of full subtractor. Okay students, we will continue now. See, next we are going to start the full subtractor. Okay, same whatever you have seen just now, half subtractor, full subtractor we are going to see, that is for 3 inputs now. So, as we have seen how we used the same half adder circuit and we made use of 2 half adders and an OR gate and we implemented full adder. Similar fashion now, you can see this is the circuit, students, for realization of full subtractor using basic gates. So, you can see here you have first is you have an half subtractor here, first half, this is XOR, this and this NOT gate. This is the half subtractor, right? So, one more stage of half subtractor we are taking, XOR and NOT. So, these two half subtractors you are going to use, and then the outputs that you're getting from both the AND gates will be now ORed together to get the borrow. So why are we using OR gate here? That we are getting from the expression once you are going to solve this truth table. So in this truth table, ABC are the inputs. So for 3 inputs, 2 raised to 3 equal to 8 possible input combinations, you are getting the values of difference and borrow. How to write these values of difference and borrow? Just now we discussed. If you are subtracting 0 minus 1, so obviously borrow will be set. So wherever you are getting high values in the difference and borrow, you will be writing the expressions, solving them using basic gates. You will finally arrive at these 2 expressions for difference equal to A XOR B XOR C and borrow equal to this one. Now let us try to see how to rig up this circuit. So whatever is the half adder circuit we have done just now, this circuit, I have not disturbed it. The same circuit is there. Let us now continue the same circuit. Let us now add one more stage of half adder and let me add this OR gate. So students, now the output, that is pin number 3 of your XOR, you can see here. So that was connected to the output. So that is now directly connected to your pin number 4, that is input to the XOR gate. Okay. So in the same 7486 IC, so 1 and 2 are my inputs, 3 is my output, correct? So in the same IC, 4 and 5 pin numbers will be now input, 6 will be the output. So the second gate that I am getting from the IC. So I am connecting my first output of XOR to the pin number 4 of your second XOR. That connection is here. You can see 3 is being connected to 4. Next, to the pin number 5, I have to now freshly connect third input C. That was not there in your half adder, correct? So now let me take fresh input, connect it third input here, that I am going to give as input to your pin number 5 of the XOR. Okay. So now you can see in the circuit, input to 4 and 5 are now given. So I have connected this 3 to 4 and I have connected C signal to pin number 5. So now pin number 6 is my difference. Okay. So let me connect a connecting line from pin number 6 to first output pin number 1. So this first output what I have connected to pin number 1 is now going to give me the difference whatever you have got according to the truth table. Okay. Now let us continue the circuit, students. First is the half subtractor is implemented. Now you can see I have highlighted 2 dots here. Okay. So this connection I have to do. This part I need to do now. Okay. Because this part is already existing from the previous half subtractor circuit. This part I have done now. Let us now do this one. Okay. So now the output from pin number 3. Output from pin number 3. So now the output of pin number 3 of the XOR. Okay. So now that has to go to the inverter. Fine. So inverter I will make use of. Pin number 3 is my input. So pin number 4 inverted output I should give to the AND gate. So pin number 4 I have connected the output. So 7408 IC AND gate input is here. So what is the input pin? Pin number 4, students. So you can see pin number 4 I have connected. So what is the second input? See the circuit here, students. In the circuit, first input I just now inverted and given. Second input is what? Second input is directly the signal C. Correct? So signal C let me connect. Directly let me take it from the main input, or you can short it. Both are fine. Connect it the signal C. So that is my second input. That is pin number 5 of the 7408 IC. So here pin 4 I inverted and given the signal. Which signal? The output of the XOR. And what about this? The C signal. Okay. So now students see in the circuit, I have done this implementation, and this also I have inverted and given. C signal also I have given. So this complete circuit combination of 2 half subtractors is now ready. Now I have to combine them through outputs of both the AND gates. I have to give it to an OR gate. Okay. So in this OR gate, now first let me give the power supply connections. So pin number 16 and pin number 14 and pin number 7. I am going to connect to VCC and ground respectively. Okay. After this connection, now you can see the circuit diagram here. The first output of first AND gate. Okay. So the output of first AND gate is what? Pin number 3, students. So pin number 3, which you had already connected to the output here previously, I am taking out the same thing. No need of a fresh connection. Just already whatever you had connected to output, take it out. So the pin number 3 is now connected as input to the OR gate, first input. Okay. So this is the first input to the OR gate, which is coming from the output of first AND gate. Next, the output of second AND gate, students. So in this 7408 IC, pin number 1, 2 are input, 3 is output. 4, 5 are input, 6 is output. So 6 pin number I am now going to connect to the second input of OR gate. So you can see now the two circuits, which are the first half subtractor circuit and the second half subtractor, which are implemented here, are both the outputs are now combined by passing them to this two inputs of the OR gate. So finally the output, that is pin number 3 of this OR gate, is nothing but my borrow. So I will connect here and that I will be passing to my second output pin. Okay. So I hope the circuit is clear. Step by step you have to rig up. First we have done one half subtractor. Next, using the same IC, another set of pins, we have connected the second half subtractor. So those two, we have in whatever are the A signal output of XOR gate, A XOR gate, we have inverted and passed on to the AND gate. So finally, the two outputs from this AND gates are given to as input to this OR gates at pin number 1 and 2. So the pin number 3 of the OR gate is nothing but your borrow that is being connected to the output pin. So now let us switch on. Initially, before switching on, I have kept it in reset condition. I have switched it on now. So all 0 condition, you can see all are 0 now. Inputs all are 0. You can see all the lines green. You can see all are in 0 condition and the output is also 0. Okay. So let us follow this truth table. So in this truth table now I will give the second combination 0, 0, 1. So for 0, 0, 1, A be equal to 0, C equal to 1. Difference and borrow both should be 1, students. Okay. So here you can see I am making C equal to 1. So what is the combination now? 0, 0, 1. So for this 0, 0, 1 combination, you can see the values. Both the output pins 1 and 2 are glowing red. So both the values are equal to 1. So we will see one more combination. Last one, 111. So for 111, again both the difference and borrow are same. So let me change all to ABC values to 111. So now you can see the outputs, both are high. Okay. So in the next video, we will take up the next experiment, students. Thank you for watching.